Interested in starting a business, but don't know where to start, who to contact, what decisions to make? No worries, I'm here to help. Because from now on, I will show you how I'm launching my own new business. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erkka Suvanto. Some of you call me EJ. I'm the guy on social media who wants to build a legacy for his kids and pass on all the life and business lessons to each and every one of you. This is my weekly recap, episode number 6. In the past, we have talked about various topics, what happened during the week and about life, about happiness, health, wealth, and all kinds of things. Today, I'm going to narrow this down to one particular topic only, and that is the launch of my new business. This is not about theory anymore. This is about practically doing it. I've mentioned about thinking about this, thinking about that. No, none of that. This is actually it, literally. Jumping in the cold water and testing how I'll be able to handle it. In the past, I didn't take enough pictures of my kids, videos, everything. Documenting overall, there's very little information existing. I clearly made a mistake. I want to correct that now. And is there anything better than combining my personal journey on social media and creating something new at the same time? This is going to be my blueprint into launching a new business where I get to test some of my theories that I haven't practically tested yet in real life, plus use the information from the past that has worked very well for me. So welcome back. Thanks for watching these videos. And now I will give you the baseline as far as what this all is based on. Briefly about the baseline before going into the what of my new business. I'm a big believer in life and business being a game, where at the end of the day, you get to see how good you truly were. And I have a proof of concept with 3 companies that I have been able to build them up to 4 to 5 million a year in annual revenue. And those were pretty scalable businesses. And now what's really intriguing to me with this new business is that it's actually much less scalable, but I can also combine my true passion areas of health, wealth, and happiness. So what I have learned over the 31 years in fitness industry, what I have learned over the last 15 years as an entrepreneur, plus anything and everything about personal happiness through my ups and downs. So that's really my baseline. So I get to test how good I truly am. I don't have a numeric target. I don't have a visual goal in front of me that I'm shooting for. My targets are completely different. I'll get to those a little later. But now about what? So information business, what does that mean in practice? So I will focus on health, wealth, and happiness, my core principles. You can call it business coach or life coach. Information business is very interesting in many ways. Many people run into trouble when they make empty promises and can't keep them. My approach to this is that I will talk about what works for me, and I'm fully aware of the fact that it might not be the only recipe for everybody. I have conviction in the fact that I believe that I can help most people on this planet when it comes to their personal or professional life. But I'm not saying that I'm the solution that one size fits all for everybody. I'm willing to work hard, find the customers, and provide value before anything. Give until people ask. I'm not in a hurry. I have time, and I'm willing to use all that time to build a legacy, a strong foundation that I can monetize later. But in the beginning, it's all about providing value. So information business. The idea is that I focus on what has worked for me. I'm not making empty promises to people that I can grow their company by 50% or 10x their personal happiness. What I can say is what worked for me, and I can apply these principles and coach these people in that way. And then we come to an interesting and important differentiation between coaching and teaching. To me, coaching is something where you can show people how to do things, but teaching and consulting are areas of business where we tell people what to do, but coaching takes it to another level. The level of integration is actually deeper. I'll walk the talk is one of my key principles. State the facts, tell the truth. So I will only talk about the things that have worked for me, and I will test things that I have read about using my own business as an example. So the idea is that I do things, I talk about those things, and then I do more stuff, and again, talk about that. So it's a self-fulfilling cycle where I get to use myself as a test platform, and hopefully this blueprint that I'm providing is helpful to people as far as what worked or what didn't work, and then people can learn from it. Because either way I win, people are going to get something out of this. That's how I measure it in the beginning. The monetary goals and all of that comes later. But in the beginning, that's why I haven't talked about too much during my first 5 months about creating a business, because I have just focused on providing value. And no worries, all of these videos will be free in the future anyhow. The monetization is on a completely different channel, or I use completely different ways for that. But everything and anything that's on social media is going to be free in the future as well. So that's the baseline as far as what I'm planning on offering. When you start a business, it's important to understand what the market looks like. And there are actually 4 criteria that I look at when it comes to looking at the market, its size, and which direction it's moving. So number 1, is there enough demand? Number 2, is the market growing? Is there affordability? Do the target customers, can they afford my product or my service? And number 4, how easy are these people to contact? How can I find them, identify the target customers? I believe personally that there's going to be a growing demand for personalized education in the world. I have mentioned this in the past that the global education market is roughly 10.3 trillion US dollars, of which US is roughly 10%. And the formal education is actually declining, and the e-learning part of it is growing. E-learning in this case is basically the tailor-made, the focused education type of products and services that entrepreneurs can buy. And personal coaching, business coaching, in my opinion, falls under that category, where people need not more of those generic education platforms, but actually more tailor-made solutions when it comes to their needs, whether it's personal life or business life. So demand is definitely there. Is it growing? Yes, absolutely. It is growing, like we covered in with the numbers. Can people afford it? When you create a narrow enough niche for yourself, you narrow down, and you become, as we have talked about in the previous videos too, when you become the biggest fish in the smallest possible pond, when people can identify you as their dream service provider who can solve their problems, you can charge a premium for your services. To me, in the beginning, I will talk about this soon, is basically starting with the very humble approach. I will contact people I know, and I will offer my services for free in exchange for feedback and testimonials that I can use later. So I will use a so-called 2-star approach, where I'm creating content, making something that adds value to people. I give until people start asking, and I offer that for free in the beginning. And then from there on, step by step, I go higher and higher, and I start targeting these people who actually are my top 20 customers. But now I'm stealing the thunder from the next slide or next page, so to say. But yes, I believe there's definitely affordability when you are tailor-making your service towards that niche customer group. Are these people easy to contact? Remains to be seen. I believe so. We have all kinds of technologies in place and platforms where we can approach these people. And I'm a global citizen anyhow. I'm a dual citizen of the United States and Finland. I travel a lot. I spend time in different places. I speak English fluently. So I believe that won't be a problem. A bigger issue might be to identify the target niche, those target customers in the beginning. But as promised, more about that later. Then we come to the who part, which I alluded to already on my previous page. And quite honestly, not sure yet. So this is the beauty of it. Like any other starting business, no matter how much experience I have from the past, it doesn't matter. This is a reset. This is a new business, a new product, and I have 0 customers. So like any other store, a brick and mortar store or service business, we take money in this case, we take customers from all over the place in the beginning. We are happy that somebody says yes to us. And my approach, as I mentioned on the previous page, is that I will work for free in the beginning. My goal is to identify 5 customers. I'll start contacting people that I know, say, hey, I launched this new business. I'm going to work for free with you for the next 16 weeks. The only thing I'm expecting from you in return is that at the end of that 16 weeks, you give me feedback. If you didn't like it, you only have to tell me why. How can I be better? If you did, we can agree on continuing to work together, but then it's going to cost you. But if you don't want that, that's fine too. Then just give me a testimonial, a review, your feedback that I can use when acquiring new customers. So I'm trying to make it so easy for these people that it's impossible to say no to my offer. That's the key here. But in the beginning, I have no idea. They could be people in their 20s who are thinking about launching a business career. They could be people in their 40s, 45-year-old divorced dad with a couple of kids who's struggling to balance his life and grow his business, how to market more, how to get more out of the existing business while still keeping his head in the game. I don't know, it's all over the place right now, but that's the beauty of it. I'm entering unknown territories. I'm jumping into that cold water without knowing. But the good news is that I will find out, and I'll let you guys know. So then work for free, get feedback, and then later, this is part of my focused thinking nowadays. So the ability to say no is crucial. So I believe one of the key success factors for any business is to understand who our top 20 customers are. When we have enough data in place about the performance of the existing customers, then we start looking at what's common between the ones that we like to work with the most, the ones that bring in most money, so value and profit, and then start finding those commonalities and then identifying the top 20 customers and then saying no to everybody else so that we can be even more focused. So that is my approach in the beginning as far as who goes. Then how am I planning on doing this? In the beginning, it's all about promotion, letting people know I exist, because small businesses are small for a reason. The customers don't know we are out there. So that's the problem number 1 we need to fix. And there are 4 ways how we can promote. Number 1, we can create paid ads. Number 2, we can post content, organic social media content. Number 3, we can contact people we don't know. Those are the strangers. And number 4, we can contact people that are known to us. And of the 4, I'm planning on using 2 in the beginning, focusing all my efforts on those 2. So I'm promoting minimum of 4 hours every day, every single day. That means creating videos, contacting people through social media, and putting together my portfolio of content. It's across different platforms. On some days, it's actually more than that. And then the second thing, I'm contacting people that I know. These are my friends, acquaintances, former colleagues, and so on. There are plenty of ways to do that. LinkedIn for a B2B service is usually a very good place to start. But that's my promotion plan. And as far as a couple of concrete next steps go, I need to create a website. I already have the domain name reserved. So during next week, I'm planning on starting my content creation for the website and hopefully being able to launch it in a week and a half. I'll let you guys know. And then keep making content. That's the number 1 thing. Letting people know I exist. So that's the how part. In conclusion, this is my new business. And these are the actual concrete steps I'm taking over the next days and weeks to launch it. And the beautiful part of it is that I'm holding myself accountable. I'm making a promise and I plan on keeping it, meaning I document my life, I will document this journey, and I truly hope that people get something out of this. All the things that go well, plus all the mistakes I make, because either way I win, because people will learn something out of this. The other thing I wanted to mention here as my final thought is that this is truly my first time during my business life when I'm making a big shift from setting concrete numeric goals for myself in the past versus now not doing it. I have talked a lot about happiness and how one of the key cornerstones of happiness is our ability to decouple the outcome from the work itself. How not worrying about the future or dwelling on the past is not a really good idea. How we need to focus on right now and understanding that the present moment is all we have. And in business, I used to be the person, and also in my personal life, who had all these next steps planned. That concrete goal that I wanted to visualize. It was written on my wall and I had it like so well planned. And I realized later that that actually was not a very good strategy for me. And I believe the best way going forward is to identify the winning actions and focus on doing those. And not worry about what the revenue looks like in a month, how many followers I have, or how many customers I have. Because understanding and trusting that if I do the right things on a daily basis, over a very long period of time, I will get to my final outcome, or I get what I deserve. Because business is a game, and at the end of the day, I get to see how good I truly am. So I'm actually super excited about this. This is personally very hard for me as well, to decouple myself from those goals and just understanding that there is no outside pressure. There are plenty of expectations of me, but I can decide to ignore all of them and focus only on those winning actions on a daily basis and do those and trust that the process will take care of itself. And this is my bread and butter nowadays. I believe in this so much. My conviction level is through the roof. And as I said, I'm super excited and I get to test this new philosophy and this new method with myself in my new business because I plan on talking about this to other people as well. So let's see how it goes. This is my promise. Since I made this now public, I will share this journey with you guys and let's see how it goes. Until next time. Thank you for watching and have a great weekend.